I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
是我太久没玩了吗？我怎么感觉主角变矮了？
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
它大概只有门的一半呢。
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Hey.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
Hello.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Alan Wake 自己的书就叫《心灵杀手》。
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
原来我不是终点。
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry.
哦，这里。
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I guess
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
聊天就最怕遇到这种，一开口就不会停，那你就会非常的痛苦。失踪人口：理查伯夫、布鲁斯丹士奇、贾格米勒。营地跟预期没有跟外界联络，他们应该是失踪到我们那个世界了吧
？Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
这里。
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
这边吗？
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a
Mr.
spot
Wake,
called
can I help
Lover's
you with
Peak.
anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I couldn't go anywhere yet. I had to play along with the caller. Alice's life was at stake. I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
要去长老
The
公
early
园的情
morning
人
light
峰。
hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had
Cafe.
said, go through the fence on the left.
那声音感觉好大哦！嘿，怎么可以？声音怎么可以这么大？嗯？嘿。
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence
篱笆上
behind
的
the
洞。
police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
还有他会提醒我。最好。强烈的踢击。韦克抵达情人峰。
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the...
哎，坚持要念完呢。
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers. A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
走了，
Oh, hey, oh my!
Take it easy.
就知道。
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
终于他是个书迷啊。他是个书迷，也就是说，我们的衣食父母啊。
She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy? And his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
Are you high?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice. And everything's just...
And what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong. It's a good story. Could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Hey, 后面有个人。
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
He got lucky.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
长毛象。
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
长毛象的旁边，哥伦比亚长毛象的骨架。此标本是于1981年在拉布雷亚沥青坑所发现。据估计，距今已经有14000年的历史。在1998年，当哥伦比亚长毛象成为华盛顿州的化石后，即捐赠给长老森林国家公园。这只长毛象被取名为龅牙查理，并成为国家公园的正式吉祥物。这声音真的是。什么？熊熊？ 熊。
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freaking me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Lotus.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Nice spot, too.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air. A guy.
我们经纪人已经在开始一模一样的碎碎念了。
Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
刚开始换子弹，
Bless you.
换那个
Oh, this place
换
is
电
trying
池
to。kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores,
这
poison
声
ivy,
音怎
God
么
knows
永远
what.
都调不好？
This is so not worth a 15%.
又不能同时调。
Commission.
这样并没有比较好，但是听得比较清楚一点啊。
Lock the door when I leave.
怎么回避？我忘记了。我也不知道前人峰怎么走。
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Watching the door now.
Ooh.
Oh, God! Al, is that you? What's wrong with you? Have you lost it?
经纪人，只要你有稿子，什么都可以。就算你不做事也可以啊。
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Yeah. Ooh.风，情人风。Just joking. 肉提示要带了。
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Anyone? Please help! Back here.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
他的表情看起来已经死了。
Whoever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Presence. So dark. Like the forest at,
Good boy.
at night. Woke up.
你办公室在哪里 ？Please tell me.
I know it will.
Your office? 子 ，what？
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
这边吗？
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Hunters need hunting licenses.
"这手电筒跟那个准星是一样的。洛提斯
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
所以是你喂的吗？
Fishing! Who purchase a park license? Obey!
他复活了。
At all times.
Rusty, no!
Never. Two bears and wolves never approached any other closer than
25 yards.
Rats must be leashed. Never leave your
Pet unattended.
It is
Against the law.
to remove any
Natural objects
or historical artifacts from the park. This includes even you may
洛提斯笑笑。
berries.
哦，子弹无限减哦，哦吼！恭喜你爆裂了，洛提斯。Lotus。要把自己当无限弹玩起来这么爽。这个震动。 Hello?
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Al, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
我们才是这本书的主体啊。至于编辑什么的，编辑想怎么死就怎么
Lover's
死
Peak
啊。
was at the far end of the nature trail.
Oh, 3个。不能接电话。 Love Peak， 情人风，怎样？我又氪了吗？我肯定又氪了。 应该不会走过来吧？老大个儿，这棵异常高耸的落基山形北美黄杉，活了200多岁，但不幸在1937年因雷击而倒下。根据当地传说，这棵树直通天上的星辰。倒下后的测量结果显示，它原本有66公尺高，算是破纪录的高度。 怎么可以声音这么的烦人啊？这样，呦！啊！每个都搞偷袭的。莫名其妙就被砍一刀，酸！啊！ 喂啊！我就为什么跑步会突然坏掉啊？ battery。他妈，小心有熊吗？喂，快逃！哎呦，太多了啦！你好，新北洋，好久不见。我还是依旧跟以前一样，麦克风怎么调都调不好。要，感觉都偷偷来。喂。喂，华特。
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them
这是医
coming.
生吗？
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
被呛了。
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see him. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him.
Huh?
He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
啊，我现在还只有信号弹哦。故事是这样写的，等于这个世界被我写的另外一个我写的故事支配。嘿，喂，哦，不能用信号弹。哎呦，没错。哎，老头，为什么不能用信号弹？教一下。等一下。嗯。照你的眼睛，闪瞎你。
Lover's Peak, right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
我按 RB 了。You won? Oh, sorry.
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
还玉石俱焚呢。嘿，嘿，哈哈，卖照啊！会开门。嘿。
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
我觉得你等下就要领便当了。
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
咖啡壶。哦。嗯，不要这样。嗯。 哦，这么多人。Wake。嗯。
Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
你玩得很开心呢。嗯。嘿。嘿。喂。抵御黑暗的服务。哦。
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up. 所以 BOSS 是他。 No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here! He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Barry 一定不会给的啊。Barry 相信你的原稿超能力好吗？刚刚那是敌人还是那个医生？哎，我该怎么做？丢他。
Steve warned me about these traps. I wouldn't want to get caught in one of them. Those teeth look nasty.
那么。 所以医生就是进来介绍个新武器，就走了。我快下去了。射！哪有这种卡点的？
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Mary and figure out my next move.
What the hell?
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
太多了吧？你跟我说，等一下在这些夹子阵中求生存。喂。What the hell?我是用滑的。哦，走路的声音呢？ 哼，哦。你好，高巧庆。
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Hey. 竟然没有爆炸。诶。问题是，我爬得上去吗？哦。嘿。嘿。朝着有灯光的地方跑。 咦？你骗我去死了！哦。嘿嘿，会，好的，是骗我的吗？完美的骗局。很像挤满的感觉。
Beware of Widowmakers.
Let's see. The darkness. Where her face. 是什么意思呢？Be shy. 喂，喂，喂。Don't be shy. 电池，电池。原来电锯是这么早就有的梗啊！喂！
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
感觉好像我们也在写自己的故事了嘛。现在在这边的故事。不过这个声音到底是怎样？华特，真的叫我开吗？可以撞他吗？喂！我们用车门把他碾死了。这个画面好转哦。碾！前面有人，应该再往前走。哎，挡住了。按住也可以提高车灯的亮度。哦，我的。华特。哦。呀。怎么上去啊？真的假的？好像过不去。我不会开，开车很烂。 这就是为什么玩13号星期五的时候，我都会把车交给你们。嘿，为什么停下来了？我的车坏掉的意思吗？我的麦声音是不是感觉很大声，还是怎样？不懂。总之我刚才怪怪的，就对了。不知道怎么调。
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
信号枪38。哦。喂。不要再追了！冰酸。
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife? Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen.
你干嘛突然用英文打
I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
我应该把游戏声音调大声一点吧。那我思考一下。游戏声音调大，然后这个调小，这样应该差不多吧 ？I don't know.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
我快老的动不了了。
But I'm gonna check out the political, and I'll be one of the part-time judges too.
你干嘛一直换语言？你在呛我之前那个恶灵古堡，对不对？
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
哦，满天的小鸟，你可以烧鸟哎。满天的鸟鸟，为什么要给我这些东西？好可怕哦！把巴瑞从乌鸦的威胁中救出来。
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal.
我堵住烟囱前飞了进来。进不去了。喂，你要劈笑了是不是？按摩浴缸。哦。哎，那鸟鸟把自己当机枪就对了。哦。巴瑞到底在哪里啊？哦，要把这些乌鸦都杀掉了。慢慢照，慢慢照。哦！你为什么不对我的原稿过敏呢？开门了，快死了。
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper, Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great
他已经
day.
被操控了，
Hope
听那
you
个声
come
音。
back soon. Welcome to the
old dear diner.
Good girl.
Good girl. Yeah， 我们的粉丝俱乐部的团长变成充气娃娃了。哒哒哒哒哒哒哒。
Come here, pretty please. Can you tell me where I am? You want to say something? I need to get my bearings. I'm lost, and the shadows keep on changing. And I'm haunted by the lives that I've lost.
这正在玩吗？
Actions I have hated.
1点7，该睡觉。
By the lies that wove the web inside my haunted head.
昨天还前天，自己玩那个2005版的时候。
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
哦，你讲完了哦。 超会念的。这话术嘞。然后。我总觉得好奇怪啊，有时候听有些声很大声，有时候很小声，搞不太懂。那天自己试那个《恶灵古堡2》的时候还 OK， 那现在感觉声音又是无法控制。然后不管怎么调，都有种很大的共鸣的声音，很不舒服。蓝岛夫。
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. Just follow me. It's not far.
为什么兰道夫讲话会回音？
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
过来，你不是要带我去找那个女生吗？你在这边晃来晃去，拖我时间哦。你到底有什么阴谋？
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
他这为什么说是露营车屋啊？他只长得很像而已啊。这就很像我们那个什么铁皮屋还是铁板屋那种东东。他这个地基都粘着地板了。 也不可能用露营车拖吧。
Welcome to. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Mr. Wake.
Mr. Wake.
I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes.
Yes.
Please come in.
Please come in.
Hey, this is really good.
哦，头好晕哦。
Rose,
Yes.
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you
确定
need.
声音
I'm
可以以后，
used
我
to
现在不要带来
inspire you.
Oh, for Barry?
丢我啊！
She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al. Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
Let That's great. 好。
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
先把它关了。